we talked about the Quinnipiac polls that show Trump within striking distance in the 4 states he needs to win to get to 270 probably. Just give us your general handicapping of the race now. Is Trump got a 20% chance of winning, 25%, 15%?
I think he has a 100% chance of winning, and as you know, I'm
100% chance. You think he's definitely going to win?
He's going to win.
You're positive Trump's going to win.
The race is closing despite Mrs. Clinton's dumping hundreds of millions of dollars relative to his $4 million or whatever.
You think Hillary Clinton has a 0% chance of winning?
All right, let's say 10%, 15%. I just think he's going to win. The closing of the races, the turnout that y'all mentioned, whether or not he has a turnout operation, as you noted, the RNC does, and those Senate races, particularly in those states, are turning out every cell under every rock. Ohio, very important. Portland's back up. Toomey will have a good operation. North Carolina is up. So he's coming back in the right places. He's in the margin of error in about 10 of these states. And so between the RNC and the Senate races and the down ballot races pushing up because people are nervous about the House now. They don't need to be. That will be his turnout operation.
I guess we just spent the rest of time asking her about the Trump cabinet.
Right, no kidding. Like a 90% chance of winning.
I don't, as you know, I have a mini puppy in this race. He's not really my guy. I'm intending to vote for him. He's not a conservative. He's not a Republican, but he's most importantly not a progressive. What he is he has an action for bias. And what conservatives and the Republicans have been is James 2:17. They've been faith with no action. So that's dead. He's the man of action, I guess.
Let me ask you a purely political question again, something Mark and I have talked about a lot in the last few days and just now talked about earlier. Can you explain what possible political rationale Donald Trump has for speaking so kindly of Vladimir Putin over and over again?
Yes, I can, although I don't confer with the campaign, except I will say I have worked with Kellyanne Conway, who's brilliant, just really, really brilliant. She's escalated his maturation rate. Wouldn't you all agree with that? I think he thinks he's not complimenting Putin. I think he thinks he's attacking Obama. You asked for what the rationale might be. I think he sees everything a little different skew.
But that's a psychological rationale, not a political one. There's no one around him, virtually except for maybe Mike Pence, according to Pence today, who thinks it's in his political interest to speak well of Vladimir Putin, who's wildly unpopular among Republicans, among Democrats, among everyone in the country.
Right. But I don't disagree with that. But again, we always have the same conversation. We think like we think. We're not thinking like the people are going to end up voting for him. They think we're all nuts, and they do think the essence of what he's saying is true. Even though they're two completely different systems, and a system that he disavowed, communism, it is true that Putin is a better leader, a stronger leader than Obama is in this country. I wouldn't say it. I think it's a distraction, but apparently distractions for Trump have had no impact, no negative.
I got to go back to this, your bullishness on Trump's chances, because you think he's got a better chance than like the Trump campaign seems to. So let me just ask you about some states. You think he's going to win Michigan?
No, but I said of the 10, not necessarily.
You think he's going to win Wisconsin?
I think he could win Ohio. I think he's going to be competitive in the states he needs to be competitive. And with the Senate races pushing him up, Florida, Ohio, possibly Pennsylvania.
Well, if he doesn't win Pennsylvania, there's almost no chance he's going to win.
Well, you asked, is there a path? There's a path.
Well, but here's what I'm trying to reconcile. You say he's got a 90% chance, and then you're like, maybe he'll win Pennsylvania.
But I still think
that
we're 2 months out today, and I'm looking at fundamentals, even though I think this is a race that belies fundamentals.
Ain't nothing more fundamental than the Electoral College.
But I think there's something going on that we don't understand, that voters are in the same way that we made fun of the rallies and who was turning out the rallies and who turn out.
We never made fun of that, but okay.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. She has a turnout operation, as we just discussed. The mechanics, for one, are evident at the RNC level, but she does not have something he has that's critical, more critical than an operation, and that's enthusiasm. Yeah. So yes, all right, I'll say Pennsylvania then. Yes to win Pennsylvania.
Well, but he's got to go
New Mexico, Nevada,
you think he's
Iowa.
Going to win New Mexico?
I think he's going to win states like that he's within the margin of error currently in not just outlier polls, but these polls too.
Right. Okay.
I just can't imagine the kind of fight you're getting in with your husband these days.
Who? Who? Do you think is he my dispositive go-to guy in politics? I don't think so.
In 30 seconds, tell me what you would advise Trump to do in this as he prepares for this first debate against Hillary Clinton.
Talk to Roger Ailes. I would not try to be anything different than what he is, and I would have a couple things up my sleeve and keep. You know what he has been right on is the large stuff on immigration, on economics, and on foreign national security.